The woman accused of trying to kill her children by driving her van into the waters of Daytona Beach may soon have to have her tubes tied. We have team coverage of the Ebony Wilkerson hearing this morning. Local 6's Lauren Korn and Mark Lehman are live outside the courtroom where they've been all morning. And Lauren, we'll have more on that hearing in just a bit. But first, a bizarre scene played out this morning when Wilkerson's attorney passed out in court. Mark, how is she doing right now?
Well, Bridget, it appears that she's going to be all right. She was conscious and talking just minutes after she fell to the ground, but it definitely made for some scary moments in court.
Replacement because control rescue code 3, courtroom 3.
A gasp were heard in the courtroom 3 as deputies rushed to the aid of Assistant Public Defender Julie Morris. She was at the podium and questioning the defense's first witness when she seemed a bit out of sorts. Minutes earlier, I watched as Morris went to the defense's table for a drink of water. Then back at the podium, you could see her begin to faint, her knees buckling as she went to the ground. Deputies spent the next several minutes giving the defense attorney fluids as they cleared the courtroom. Paramedics rushed in for treatment but left after they were able to get her up and walking again. Now, what we don't know at this point is exactly what caused Wilkerson's attorney to faint. I asked Morris's colleagues about that, but they refused to answer any questions about her medical state. I am being told that she, though, is expected to be okay when the defense resumes. As a precaution, the judge postponed defense testimony until tomorrow morning. Bridget.
All right, thank you, Mark, for that update. And now for more on what happened in the hearing, let's head over to Lauren Korn with the latest. Lauren.
Yes, Bridget. Well, so far in this morning's hearing, we heard from the defense's first witness, a psychiatrist who spoke to Ebony Wilkerson a handful of times and says he believes that if she got her tubes tied, that it would prevent her from having another psychotic episode. Dr. Jeffrey Danziger says he diagnosed Ebony Wilkerson with psychotic disorder unspecified, saying her symptoms did not exactly fit with one disorder.
She had a rapidly fluctuating mental illness, and she was having periods where she was almost mute and catatonic, periods of elation, euphoria, excessive religiosity, believing she had divine abilities and powers, and then fluctuating with days where she had a relatively normal mental status.
Dr. Danziger also says if Wilkerson gets her tubes tied, it would help her mental state in the future, claiming postpartum depression played a role in her episodes. Since living in the outside community for the last 7 months, Dr. Danziger says Wilkerson is not a threat to herself or others.
Entirely normal mental status examination. No symptoms of mental illness.
Did you feel like she was masking mental illness?
No.
Are you able to determine that?
There's nothing there.
Wilkerson pleaded not guilty by reason of insanity to child abuse after prosecution dropped 3 attempted murder charges. Now it's up to a judge to decide if Wilkerson should be hospitalized or be released under the court's supervision. Now, because of what happened to the attorney this morning, the defense will pick back up tomorrow at 9 a.m. However, the state will start its testifying its witnesses at 1:30 p.m. and we'll have the latest updates for you as well. Bridget.
All right. Thank you, Lauren, for that full wrap up there. And just a reminder, you can get the latest on this story and much more. Check the top stories section of our homepage, clickorlando.com.